What is going on, YouTube people? It has been a while since we did just a straight up regular old live stream. I think the last one that I did was a box break of Marvel Metal. And then prior to that, it had been since, holy smokes, July 18th. Wow. I have neglected you all when it comes to lives. Sorry about that one. So we'll hang out, chit chat, do the normal little thing. Probably talk about the Ship show a little bit. Ship Shawana show was this past weekend. Probably chat about that. I don't really have a ton of pickups from it at all, honestly. We'll talk about that once people kind of filter in here. So hope everyone had a nice long weekend. I know today felt like a Monday for me, even though it clearly was a Tuesday, but it a little rough getting back into the swing of things after a 3-day weekend, especially when you're out of town for essentially 2 days. Left halfway through the day on Sunday and got home halfway through the day on Monday. But good times, good weekend, had a lot of fun, even though I didn't pick up a ton of cards. Let's chat filter in here just a little bit. I see comments starting to filter in. What's up, M Perk? Talking to McCracken before the stream started. Talked to McCracken a bunch over the weekend. Good old Steven in the house. Didn't see you at the Ship show, buddy. Ships was good. We'll talk about it here in a little bit once we kind of fill up in a little bit. Like 4 slices probably. Am I going to submit cards? So that's interesting. We're going to talk about this as well. Yes. No comics because I'm not a big raw comic book guy. But I do actually have a stack of cards to sort through to send out. So that'll be getting off in the mail. I got to sort through them all first. So for those that don't know what's going on, CGC, which now grades Marvel cards, obviously, just announced the McFarlane signing, which they do all the time on the comic book side of things, where in the past, you would send your comic book in, Todd McFarlane would sign it, they would verify, witness it, grade it, encapsulate it, put a signature series label on it, and then send it back to you, and you would have a fully witnessed McFarlane signature from CGC. Since they're grading trading cards now, they are accepting McFarlane trading cards as part of this as well. It's $125 per card. That includes the signature and the grading all in one. So I have a stack of McFarlane art cards in front of me that I need to sort through and figure out exactly how many I want to send. I know one I'm sending for sure is this one, which is the High Series Venom from Spider-Man Metal. I know another one is I'm going to crack this and send this guy in. And then probably some of these. Because I have a bunch of those McFarlane comic images laying around for this. So I'll probably use those. Let's get back in the chat. I'll probably talk about that more in depth on. I'm still planning on doing the non-sports card / comic book weekly, bi-weekly. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Market video. I was going to do it for tomorrow. I did a football video for tomorrow. That'll be out tomorrow morning. But yeah, not sure when that's going to be out. Maybe Friday, maybe Thursday. I don't know. This is like one of those weeks where I have more ideas for videos than days in the week. So it's trying to prioritize the ones that kind of need to come out. Like I want to talk football tomorrow before the season starts and get some things out into the ether. Congrats on Donovan Mitchell acquisition. Cavs are going to be very exciting. Yes, I am super pumped for the Cavs season. That cannot get here soon enough. What is up, Ziggy? Oh, hey, Matt. How's it going? Ship Shawana was definitely a good time. Good catching up with you, too. Got to meet a lot of cool new people at the old Ship show. And got to meet a bunch of people that I have hung out with and chatted with in the past. What's up, DJ? What's up, Rav? Andrew Perry says, took a week off from buying for the first time in over a year. Actually feels kind of good to take a break. I'm going to talk about this in a second. I want to circle back to this once I get caught up. Charles Fuchs in the house. Michael Stone says, greeting from down the road. One of my local dealers that sets up that I talk to quite frequently. Cards and Comics, the Spawn cards are ugly. I agree. I'm not a Spawn guy. I'm probably going to catch some flack for that, but I've never been a big Spawn guy. Yeah, I assume you're talking about Spider-Man metal here. I do think that that stuff does look um a little bit more better condition wise. I don't know if it got cut late or what. What's up, Mark from Denver? I've never been to Denver officially. I've been through the airport, but I've never been to Denver officially. I wouldn't mind. 423 is pretty solid. Bravo says non-sports cards. Yeah, the Marvel stuff going the CSG slash CCG seems like a no-brainer. Aaron Judge having a extraordinary season, perhaps the clean season home run record at the end of the year. Costas is good about how he considers Maris and Aaron the real authentic holders. Yeah, that's a whole bunch of nonsense. Hey, what's up, Global Sports Cards? Bunch of 90 MU went through and pulled out all the major characters. How bad does PSA hit you with centering 45-55? Okay. I personally, when I send in 90 MU, centering has to be dead on perfect or I'm not sending it. 45-55 stands out really big on those cards because of the way that they're bordered. So if it's not dead on, I don't mess with it. And I have a pretty good gem rate on 90 MU. I've never sat down and calculated it, but I don't want to brag, but I got a pretty good gem rate on 90 MU. You can go back and watch the old PSA reveal videos. I pretty much smoke 90 MU when it comes to PSA 10s, but I am extremely picky. Extremely picky. And all my stuff's packed fresh too, typically. I want to go back up to this one. Took a week off from buying for the first time. And it feels good. So I went to the Ship Shawana show this past weekend. And I bought one thing. I made no deals at trade night. And I picked up one thing, and it's actually a small set at the card show. And I'll show it off here. It's nothing crazy. I'm gonna wrap it into. I owe everybody a mail day. I have a pile of stuff sitting around of things that I've been buying, but I didn't buy a single card. And there were some cards that I wanted. It's the same thing, same story as every show. Some of the dealers are way overpriced. Some of the dealers are in line with pricing. Those dealers sell pretty well, and the other ones don't. It kind of is what it is. Show was extremely busy. I mean, like packed. It was one of the busier ones that I can remember going to. I missed the last one, but it was jamming. Didn't start till 8:30. Started 8:30 in the morning. I got there at 8, and it was already packed at 8 a.m. 30 minutes before it even started. I left a little after noon, and it was still busy when I left. It had not thinned out at all, or if it did, just a little tiny bit. But I was walking up and down the aisles looking in cases, and a lot of it was very ultra modern football heavy, which is not surprising. And that's not really my shtick. I do not like to carry ultra modern football into season. Anyone that's watched the channel for a long time knows that. We'll talk about that more in tomorrow's video a little bit as well. And I don't know. I just like looked in the cases with just kind of like glaze over my eyes, and just nothing spoke to me. There was a Donovan Mitchell card that I really liked. It was an optic checkerboard, a BGS 9.5, but the guy was really high on it. And like, price cards however you want, I guess, but I don't know, at least be close. They were like, a lot of the stuff was, and once again, not everything, but there was just like certain dealers that stuff was so high priced that it was like not even worth engaging, because I don't even want to go through the merry-go-round of negotiations. Like when they're way over on pricing, like at least sticker it kind of close, so I feel like you're at least approachable on it. So yeah, I made no real pickups, and I don't know, I'm in a weird spot right now with coming off the national. I was excited. I'm still excited about my national pickups, but just walking around the show floor, I don't know, just nothing really struck me. Like I said, a couple Donovan Mitchell cards that I was definitely interested in. But I was mostly looking for I think probably what the problem was, I was mostly looking for basketball, and most of the showcases were jammed with football, which I get. It makes sense. That's what's going to be moving. So let me check chat real quick, and then I'll show off what I picked up. It's super random. It is the most random thing ever. It's sports card and pop culture related. I don't think I'm going after that Pedro Pascal auto. I already have. Mine's out of 20. That's out of 40. I think that's numbered out of 40. It's already pretty far up there. I'll watch it, but it would be hard for me to put that much money into a second one when I already have one. I don't know, Michael, because I didn't really engage that hard on the dealers to see, if they were willing to wiggle that much. I haven't dug in yet because it's still trying to fill itself out. M perk 20% hometown premium. Hey, Northern Lights, what's up, buddy? It was good chatting with you and the missus for a while over by the autograph pillion there by TriStar. I had a great conversation with Northern Lights at the National for a while. If cards ever don't speak to you, don't speak back. So let me show you what I did pick up. This is a fun one. This is from Topps Archives. Let's see if anyone could guess what this is. I'll be impressed if you can. I don't know. Maybe someone will figure this out. It's a Topps Archives 2018. I guess you would call it insert subset. It's 11 cards. I'll give chat a minute to see if they can figure out what it is. It was under $100 for the entire set. Let's see if anyone can catch it or guess it. Say catch it because M Perk said TriStar where you're guaranteed to catch COVID. And I did. I didn't officially test positive, but I definitely got very sick the week after the National. What have I been on the hunt for late? Mostly non-sports stuff, to be honest. I've been trying to track down Gwen numbered stuff from the new set. And still looking at a lot of comic books. And that's kind of where my headspace was at as I was walking around the Shipshawana show. Was like I would look at something and it would be like a grand or $500 or whatever. And in the back of my mind, there was just like, I would rather buy a comic, or I'll tell you where I'm really, it's boring, but man, I'm really looking at sealed wax. I am really looking to start taking more positions in sealed wax. That's kind of where my headspace is at right now. All right. No one guessed. I picked up, no one even attempted to guess. I'm disappointed in all you. Very sad. I picked up the Sandlot set from 2018 Topps Archives. Let me pull this off there. I'll filter through these real quick. So we got Porter. This is the non-auto, non-numbered. Just the base cards. Get a little yeah action. I've always wanted this set. I've been too lazy to put it together. And someone had it in a case for $80. I offered them 60. And they took it. So I grabbed. We even got, look at that, the Wendy Peppercorn. Wendy Peppercorn rookie. We got a little Hercules action. And the Jet. So I've wanted that set forever. Like I said, too lazy to individually pick it up. And it was just one of those things that would pop up on eBay and I'd be like, whatever. And I finally ran into it at the show and actually got a pretty solid deal on it. $60 for the complete set's actually really solid for that. It usually goes for a little over $100. So we get caught back up on chat. That was my only pickup from 2 days at Chips was this set. That's it. Fleer Ultra Avengers, cooler or less cool than Spidey Metal? It's all original artwork, so that's cool. It's not going to have PMGs, so I don't know if it'll get as hyped. But it does have jambalayas, and it does have, I forget what the insert set is called, but it is going to have I'm going to call it a knockoff PMG. They should have made Hercules look bigger. Killing me, Smalls. Here comes all the Sandlot jokes. Next big comic pickup. I would like. There's three, and it's going to be whatever one falls in the lap at the right price first. I want an X-Men 101. I want an ASM 50, and I want a Journey in the Mystery 85. Those are the next three. Some bad news bears chat. Do you have to purchase a CGC membership to grade with them? Yes, you do. Do they upcharge like PSA? I believe that they do. You've never seen the Sandlot? What? How is this even possible? I don't know. Spoilers for an upcoming mail day. I don't think I've ever actually showed this yet. I bought this weeks ago. I think I actually got it in right before the National, and I just have not had, or no, I got it right after the National. I don't think I've actually showed this on my channel yet. I've showed it on other channels before, but this is my latest comic book pickup. This is Avengers. Sorry for all the glare. It's looking right at my ring light. There we go. There we go. Avengers number 8. This is the first appearance of Kang the Conqueror. I've wanted this one for a while. This popped up on an IG sale. I think I got this for $7.75 shipped, $7.50 shipped. I don't remember. It's a 3.5, but it presents great and, which is super rare for this book, white pages, which for a Silver Age from 64 is crazy. But picked this up the other probably about 3 weeks ago. But this has been sitting on my desk forever for a mail day video. I think this one's got some legs though. Kang's going to be around as a villain in Marvel for the next while, and Jonathan Majors is just crushing that role. So I wanted to lock one of those away. That was inspired by Swaggle Haas. Swaggle Haas FOMO'd me into that one. Guarantee 80% of your viewers have not seen The Sandlot? What? Chat, there's no way. Please tell me most of you have seen The Sandlot before. We're gonna live stream The Sandlot if you have not seen. I don't know, you get demonetized for that? How does that work? Do a live watch along. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, we're running a poll. Running a poll. There's no chance only 20% of the people watching this have seen The Sandlot. We'll let this run for a little bit. Yeah, yeah, Mighty Ducks too. Absolutely fantastic. Great idea on running the poll. I always forget that I have that option. I can't even tell you how many times I've seen The Sandlot. My most watched sports movie is Major League. The Sandlot is probably not super far behind, but it's Major League by a mile. I watch Major League like twice a year at minimum. I don't know what is like the kids baseball movie today. I just assume it's just the old stuff that we watched growing up. I think the best pure baseball movie is Bull Durham. Someone said best baseball movie is Major League. I actually think, while I love Major League, don't get me wrong, I actually think Bull Durham is a better pure baseball movie, and I love Bull Durham too. I like Anthony George, what he's putting down here. If you click the vote, then you should hit the like. Not fair, that's hometown. I would classify Waterboy as a sports comedy. By the way, as of right now, I don't know how many people have voted. It doesn't show me that, but 86% yes have seen The Sandlot. Wait, young kids haven't seen Jurassic Park? You guys are blowing my mind right now. Pride of the Yankees is solid. League of Their Own is really good too. 66 votes, 87% have seen The Sandlot. Get out of here with that nonsense that 20% of people have only seen it. Wild times. People trying to trigger me that only no one's seen The Sandlot. I was blown away the first time I saw Jurassic Park. My mind could not comprehend. The first movie that I ever really got hyped for, that I was like, I need to see this immediately, and was just like, kid brain could not comprehend how excited I was for it, was the Michael Keaton Batman 1989. I was 8 years old. That thing could not have been more timed perfectly for me. All right, we're gonna close this poll down here. I think that worked. Did that work? Yeah. Okay, cool. Poll. 73 votes, 83% yes, 16% no. I got no Spidey blasters laying around. I got nothing. Nothing. I got some coming from Target, but they have not shipped yet. So Field of Dreams does get me every time. I've actually been to Field of Dreams before they commercialized the hell out of it. Ship show was good. Very busy. I didn't make a ton of pickups, but I was kind of in a malaise on what I really wanted to be picking up. But I know a lot of people that bought a lot of stuff and some big stuff too. There was once again, that show has a very nice mix of low end to high end. Top Gun's another very solid one. Non-sports at ships, not much. A little bit of Marvel. There was definitely some Spider-Man metal in the house at Ship Shawana. Sealed boxes of Spider-Man metal. There was at least 5 in the building on my first lap through, and they had all sold by my second lap through. And that was hobby boxes, and I thought they were priced high. They were looking at 650 to 700 a pop, and they were gone. I don't like the Jurassic Park movie series. I think overall the series sucks, but the first movie is perfection. Yeah, I chat with Dak often. He's good. Oh no, not Lemons. Pour one out for Lemons the cat. He's fighting. He's fighting the good fight, trying to get through it. Lemons is trying to fight through it. Get through the other side, Lemons. We all need you. I think they're going to be pretty strict. Remember, CGC's been grading cards for a while. They're not new to grading cards. They are not new to grading cards. They've been grading Pokemon and Magic forever. So they're not like a new kid on the block. I expect like full admission. The video that I posted this morning with my CGC submission, I expect to get smoked on that. Magic stuff's doing well. Sealed case is sitting right there. Right there is my sealed case of double masters. I'm in at 230 a box, 240 a box, and I think they're at about 285, 275, 280 a box, give or take. Yes, I have thought about tracking those down, but it's like one of those things that's always on the list, and then I never get around to it. I also got some, I stocked up on Target.com had, while I was buying Spider-Man metal, they had some Bowman Megas. So there's, I got 6 2022 Bowman Megas sitting back there too. Like I said, I kind of want to delve into wax more. I really do. I've never dug in. Sorry about that. I've never dug into the 80s pop culture stuff. I know the Nintendo stickers and stuff do pretty decent in PSA slabs. I don't know about the Transformer stuff. I like it. I mean, it hasn't taken off yet, so your down risk is low. Oh boy, there's like a million answers for this, Tim. Just depends, buddy. I I would honestly wait and see if PSA announces something this week or next. Nice. Get into that Marvel stuff. It's exciting. No, I did not hear any mention. I don't think I heard the words tag mentioned it once. I have a feeling Baker's going to shred us. It's kind of where I'm at with that game. Oh, nice, Emperor. Sorry, just checking the phone real quick. Trying to just trying to work a deal for something and waiting for the guy to get back to me. Making sure that that was not him. It's something that I really want. Where do I leave off here? So one of the I mentioned it earlier. One of the things that I'm looking at a lot more is sealed wax. I just am. I don't know why. The magic going down the magic path, and not just necessarily magic sealed wax, just wax in general. I don't know if it was the market update video that I did the other day with a combination of like my headspace was kind of already heading that direction with the um with the magic play on the case of magic cards. Plus, just looking at like the Spider-Man metal stuff, I kept him and Han going back and forth and buying. I had opportunity to buy Spider-Man metal loose boxes at 5 to 550 a pop, and I passed. And what really swung it for me was that I could basically get 2 boxes of Avengers, Fleer Ultra Avengers, for the price of one Spider-Man metal. So I think I mentioned this already. I doubled down and bought another half case of Fleer Ultra Avengers. So I already had a half case pre-ordered from a while ago when it first went up at 300 a box. I bought a second half case at 350 a box the other day because once again I just kind of ran the numbers on it and I'm like, 500 to 600 bucks for Spider-Man metal. And if I bought Spider-Man metal at 500 to 600, I would not be opening it. I would not be opening it. You get smoked at that price. It's just not worth opening. But from a sealed wax perspective play, I think there's an angle there. And I just decided I'd rather have 2 boxes of Fleer Ultra for basically 1 box of Spider-Man. So I just doubled down and bought another 6 at 350. So I have a full case now of Fleer Ultra Avengers on pre-order. And since I bought at 350, a couple days later, they started playing their games again. It's now 379 a box. So I got 6 boxes at 300, 6 boxes at 350, and now it's up to 379. I don't know if I'll order another 6 or not. So I think what I'm going to do is like once a month, I'm going to put a portion of my card stuff into some sort of sealed wax play. I'd like to make like one sealed wax purchase per month. So, the month prior, I bought the case of Double Masters. This month, I bought the half case of Fleer Ultra Avengers. And then next month, I'm not sure. I would really like to get some 21 Prism hobby boxes to sit on. I think those are still too cheap at 950, but that's a lot to shell out for just a single box. I may end up buying some more MTG wax. I need to research what set that I want to go for. I really like the idea MTG wax, but it grows at a very slow rate. So you have to be willing to tie the cash up for a while. And like same thing, like I bought Marvel Beginnings boxes at I think 150 per. 5 boxes at 150 per, maybe 6 boxes. I don't remember the exact number. I have to check my pre-order. And I looked the other day, those are like 230 a box now. And that's like a super low-end product. So I don't even know when that comes out. Fleer Ultra Avengers isn't supposed to come out till next year. So I don't know. Yeah, I get it, Ziggy. So this is part of the reason why the first one that I bought was Magic the Gathering, because I love playing Magic the Gathering online. I have zero interest in playing physical Magic the Gathering like in person. So for me, it's the perfect angle because I like the product, I like the property, but I don't want to play physical. So I have no desire to open the boxes. So it could sit on the shelf back there and I'm good. Now the Bowman Megas, that could be a problem. If I get itchy one night and have a relapse, I could see myself tearing into those. So for more long-term stuff, I kind of want to, the amount of money that I want to put into collectibles, I guess, let's just call it collectibles. I think I'm going to split off into thirds. I'm going to put a third in the cards, a third in the comics, and a third in the sealed wax. And once again, I want to be as diverse as possible. I have the sports card niche over here with mixed in with non-sports card, Marvel, pop culture stuff, whatever. I got the comic books as more of a long-term hold. I mostly look at silver and bronze aged comics. And then I have sealed wax as kind of like the ultra boring, it doesn't look cool on display because it's just cardboard boxes type thing, that I kind of want to build out and start working on. I don't know, I guess building a position in different things, um, and watch those kind of slowly grow. Uh, and once again, it's more about diversifying into other things, so I'm not all completely wrapped up into one particular niche. And I probably got way behind on chat during all that. Mm-mm. I don't know that much has changed, honestly, JMI. If you consider making an updated video on your YouTube journey, I don't know that much is that different versus the one that I did last time. I'm trying to think. Um, the biggest thing that's changed in the last year is that I have more contacts at companies, not all of them, just a handful of them. But like I've actually made like legit relationships with people that I could DM or email questions to now, which I did not have that in the past, and that's come in handy. Like for example, I have a contact at Beckett that I was able to reach when the whole new Beckett slab thing came out at the National. I had someone's number at Beckett that I could text and say, "Hey, what is going on with this?" and get their direct version of it. I've had Peter on the channel. If you told me when I started that, I've had Peter, the president of SGC. I've had the CSG guys on. Um, I've had some conversations with some other people behind the scenes about potentially coming on. I'd never expected to get to like that point where it would be like, Peter would be on the channel. Like that's been the evolution of over the last year, I would say. Yeah, it's not exciting, but I like the idea of the diversification, and I don't want to get too much in the retail, honestly. Like I bought the Bowman Megas because they were cheap and easy, and they were just sitting there. But I don't want to. I more want to stick to hobby level product, uh, and mostly, I don't know. I'm going to be buying a ton of sports boxes unless something really makes sense. Like I said, I think Prism. I really like the idea of Prism basketball. Sorry, I was just checking, seeing if anyone got back to me on that deal yet. Uh, could register as a press member. Fleer Ultra is fire. Fleer Ultra is all original artwork, which is nice. Fleer Metal X-Men came out last year. That was last year's product, Sam. I'll put I don't have any laying around. I have my Neo stickers, my Neo cards and comics stickers that I hand out sometimes. I could plaster those all over the boxes. Oh man, I fell way behind on chat. It's not that I'm anti-social cards and comics. I played Magic the Gathering in person for years. I played in high school. I played in college. I played at the state level. I played very competitively Magic. I had a ton of fun. Made a lot of great relationships with those people. Right now, it's time. I do not have time to dedicate to going out and playing on like a Friday night Magic in person anymore. It's just not there for me. I work for, and I don't have kids, wife, no kids. So, I don't have that factor taken it up, but I mean, I work a full time job, 40 hours a week, Monday through Friday, running around the card shows on the weekends. Uh, Most of the evenings is taken up with either planning, recording, or doing something YouTube related. I play D&D anywhere from 1 to 2 nights a week. So that's Thursdays and Fridays gone most nights. There's just not a lot of free time. I could pop on and fire off 3 games at MTG Arena in 15 minutes. Whenever I get time, and that's great. But I'm anyone that's ever met me knows that I'm far from antisocial. Mm-mm. Lay off the booze if you want to stay away from your wax. I'd rather overpay on old wax and new wax. That's where I'm at with Magic the Gathering specifically, and where I need to do research. Do I want to put money into something that's already kind of leveled up a little bit price wise, or look at something that's new and fresh off the shelf? Look at stuff that hasn't come out yet. Be patient and like go look at Marvel Beginnings. Go look at Fleer Ultra Avengers. Go look at Spider-Man Metal retail if you can find it. I don't know what the availability is for that in Australia, but I ran through. I don't even know how many drafts on MTG Arena Dominaria United. This is another option as well. Good call out, Cards and Comics. Spider-Man Metal will be coming to EPAC. I don't know how much it's going to be on EPAC, but it'll be on EPAC. I will probably rip some Spider-Man Metal on EPAC. $18 special. I doubt it. So I have a. Let me look at mine. I have a $30 July special. I'm sorry, not $30 July special. $30 bulk order value order that I sent in before they announced the $18 special. It's been sitting in QA2 for almost 2 weeks now. So when they get to QA1 and QA2, they sit forever. I do miss going live with Flipping Steve and Dakota. I don't have a ton in toys. I have a little bit of. I have a decent collection of Star Wars Black Series stuff, but nothing crazy. Ships was pretty solid. I didn't have a ton of pickups, but it was a good show. Silver and bullets for the coming economic collapse. I buy lead and brass. I haven't figured that part out yet, Jordan. Worry about that whenever I get to selling it. So according to the Spidey Hits, aka Justin, it will be sooner rather than later. I think he's thinking October. If you're even on the fence about Fleer Ultra Avengers, and I don't want to like make this sound like a pump and dump, but you're better off to buy it now. It's not going. The pre-order prices are not going to get lower between now and when it releases. Look at what happened with Spider-Man Metal. Look at what happened with X-Men Metal. It's already happening with Marvel Beginnings, and it's already happening with Fleer Ultra Avengers. So if you have an inkling that you want Fleer Ultra Avengers, I would just lock in a box now. Worst case scenario, it stays at $379. I don't think that it does, just given one, the way that David Adams likes to play games with pre-order pricing, that'll never fly because they'll just keep toying with everybody. And two, I think once we kind of get through this Spider-Man Metal zeitgeist, people are going to turn their attention to the next thing. Yeah, I don't know that I'd be chasing Prism retail, but it's probably not bad. If you could grab it for retail, it's probably not bad to stash away. I don't know why people don't like that draft class, but 21 draft class is loaded. Yeah, Justin made it sound like I think, and those guys talked Upper Deck. They made it sound like it might be early October, like end of September, early October. Like it sounds like they're fast tracking it. As of right now, it's staying the same, but I think that they're toying around with changing the slab around a little bit. LaMelo's not good anyway. Any guests tonight? None planned, but you'll never know what'll happen. I'm not going to go super late. We've already been going for almost 40 minutes. I don't have a hard out or anything like that, but go back and rip Marvel boxes or 90s stuff. You know what I mean? Or like kind of what and once again, I'm a little behind on chat compared to where I'm talking. I'm trying to play catch up here. Um, Plan ahead. Like go look at what the next products are that coming out. Find the ones that interest you and lock in pre-orders. You might have to wait a while. I bought my Spider-Man boxes in September. I think it was September or October of 2021. So I had those things on pre-order for almost a year, but I was locked in at 190 a box. So it worked out pretty well. I am going to send some stuff in for the McFarlane CGC signing 100% for sure. Comic book YouTubers, Reggie Collects, Swaggle are the two of my favorites. They're both really, 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 really good. Love Swags, love Reggie, and that's not just because I've been a guest on both their channels before. They're just excellent content creators. They're very educational and numbers based, kind of like me. They're not like, oh my god, the next top 10 thingamajiggers to go do X, Y, and Z thing. That's like not their style at all. And I don't mind that. Like I watch Comic Tom stuff. I enjoy it, but like from a pure, there's just good content creators and good content. Reggie Collects and Swaggle cards and Swaggle comics and games. I forget the tail end of his thing. He might be in chat actually. Sometimes he pops in. Oh, AP, you got me on that one, buddy. This is the only dude who can tell you the Pelicans sixth man, but still plays D&D weekly. 2 games a week. PSA definitely has to be very close to being done with the backlog. I do believe in double masters. That's why I bought the case. I specifically went collector's boxes. I have a sealed case of collectors. I do think it's worth it. I drank the Rudy Kool-Aid on double masters. I do not think Spider-Man Metal gets the 2017 Fleer Ultra Spider-Man. There's a lot of hype around Spider-Man Metal. Is it a good set? Yes. Is it one of the best Marvel sets of all time? I'm not there. The quality control is still meh. I kind of want to do a bigger deep dive on this. Say that 5 times fast. When I do my weekly market roundup thing. The quality control is still meh. It's better than X-Men, but it is not up to snuff. Some of the cards are great. I love my Gwen Red PMG that I got that's on its way to CGC as we speak. I really like some of the images on the high and low series. I don't like a lot of images on the high and low series. Some of the inserts are really cool. Some of them not so much. Yeah, the AF-15 comic cut's cool. It's a great chase. It's awesome. It's insane that I was on a live stream that someone hit that. But there's only 15 of them. So, like, what happens after all those are gone? The Z-Force and the Rogues Gallery I haven't had in hand yet. but I don't think it stacks up to Fleer Ultra Avenger, or I'm sorry, Spider-Man Fleer Ultra 2017. That set had jambalayas, PMGs. It had bronzes, blues, greens, reds, a lot of crazy inserts. It had the EX Sentries were in that. It had royal foils. Like that set was absolutely loaded. But to me, that's probably one of the best Marvel sets to come out in the modern era. I'm not a big Marvel Masterpieces guy. I know a lot of people will cite that, but so the way EPAC works are the base cards are digital and the inserts and hits are physical. They go onto a ComC account and then you can have them shipped home. I did see the Green Gwen Low series on eBay. I am not at that level. I'll pay $1,000 for a red PMG or under. I will not pay 6 or 8K for a green. That's just not in my life right now. I mean, they might ship out soon, but I bet you see them this month. I think they finish clearing the backlog here in a couple weeks, and then I think you'll get it pretty quick. It depends on the service level. I agree with this, Josh. I don't really know where else they're going to do it. I'm almost caught up on chat. Whew. Trade night at Rocket Mortgage would be interesting. That's a hike though. Like that, those, the Q and the IX Center are not close together. 160 people, 50 likes. Fix it. How do you expect CGC to grade 90 MU centering? I feel like a good amount of PSA 10s will come back 9.5s. Don't forget, 9.5 is a gem mint grade for CGC. CGC uses Beckett's scale. So you got everyone gets super confused by this. One, because I saw it a lot in the comments today. Marvel cards have to go to CGC, not CSG. CSG will not grade Marvel cards. They have to go to CGC. CGC and CSG, though both under the same umbrella, have two completely different grading scales. CSG uses SGC's grading scale. CGC uses Beckett's grading scale, for lack of a better term, where a gem mint CGC is a 9.5. A gem mint CSG is a 10. Hope you took notes and kept that all straight. It will be on the quiz tomorrow morning. Super excited about the National coming to Cleveland. I think from a social aspect, it's going to be a little meh because everyone's going to be so spread out and the hotel situation around the IX Center blows. But from me being able to get into the car and drive the National every day is absolutely fantastic. I've given some thought to this. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at with it. I got this message a lot. You're the first person I thought of when the Mitchell trade went down. I was at work getting ready to leave and looked down at my phone and was like, wait, what? Because it was it was weird the way that it played out. The first tweet came out and was like, Mitchell to the Cavs. And I have notifications turned on for Woj, so I know that it wasn't a fake tweet. I have notifications turned on for two things. So I get a direct pop-up on my phone the second any one of these two people tweet. One is Woj, the second one is PSA. So as soon as I saw it pop up, I knew it was legit. And it was Mitchell to the Cavs. And then I immediately lost my mind. And then I was immediately, because I didn't know what they gave up yet. And there was like a 60-second delay of like my mind running through what we possibly traded. And then it came out. 3 first-round picks, 2 pick swaps, which was kind of what I expected. And then I'm like, all right, well, we got to match salary. So then it was like playing the next game in my mind of like putting the contracts together for what we were doing to make this trade happen. So it was like this fun little like 3-minute thing of watching the details roll in. Cornfield trade nights when the show's in Ohio. Splenda. You should have came to ships, buddy. Oh, nice. I didn't realize you were up at the Jack. I don't usually roam through there very often. Usually when I go downtown for something, I'm usually down there for what I'm there for and then right back out again. Death to the 9.5 grid. Mm, 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 mm. You guys are really, yeah, seriously. Um, you guys are gonna make me do a tag video, aren't you? I'm getting so many questions about tag, not just in this chat, but in comments too. Um, I the quick, I'll do like a full chit chat on this maybe next week. As soon as once again, there's more. I have more right now is one of those weird spots when I have more videos than I want to put out than days in the week that exist, and I don't like doing two in a day. Um, my very quick and dirty takes on tag. I am intrigued, but I need to see a lot more. I need to see a track record. I want to see them do business for a while before I recommend them, try them, any of that sort of stuff. You know, I think Tag is an unfortunate victim of HGA. And what I mean by that is HGA really screwed up a lot of things for a new grading company trying to onboard with AI. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. You know, I'll give them credit for kind of like showing the work beforehand. It was a little drawn out. I don't know that I needed that much, but at least they showed me how the AI works. Whereas HGA, we never really got to see that, and they led with that, which was good. I like the fact that they're kind of easing their way in, you know, and they're only grading like the most ultra modern of ultra modern cards, so they don't get caught with their pants down like HGA did. So it seems like they really took HGA's playbook and were like, this is everything not to do, and then they're not doing that, which is good. The tech looks intriguing. The slab looks intriguing, but I am not trusting a new grading company right off the gates. I am very much in wait and see mode with them or anybody. But I'm at least mildly intrigued by what they've shown so far. That's kind of my quick and dirty on tag. Mm-mm. The problem is that CGC can't do that because CGC trading cards grades way more than just comic cards. I mean, they grade a bajillion Pokemon and Magic cards. So, who did I draft in my fantasy football? That's a long list because I'm in a ton of different leagues. I don't know what my plans are for the Midwest Monster yet. No chance I'm taking Henry at the second pick in a 12 team PPR. No chance. None. None. Yeah, Jeremy Lee did get hired by Tag officially. Uh of the announced ones, Fleer Ultra Avengers is the one that I am most interested in. Correct. Tag will not grade anything pre 2000 yet. I mean, like, yes and no. Like, I'm not gonna tell people like to run out and use them by any measure. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sending them cards yet. I wouldn't tell someone to send them cards. Um, I'm not immediately shutting them down, but like, I need to see it. I need to see them grade for a while and show me that they're actually legit before I buy in. You know, insert the SCA clip of I kind of like HGA. Like that's where I'm at with them. I like the fact that they're following the what not to do playbook written by HGA, but we'll see. I am in love with the Cavs after the trade. I'll show this real quick. So this was today's mail day. Once again, this will be in an official mail day video coming soon. My one and only FOMO Donovan Mitchell purchase. I posted this on IG today. I picked this up. I tweeted about the trade right after it happened. One of my followers tweeted at me and said, "Hey, I literally just picked this up. If you want it for what I paid for it, it's yours." And we came to a deal very quickly. It is the 2017 Mosaic Mitchell rookie blue. So we got a little color match action. PSA 10. I think this is pop 20, maybe pop 20. I don't know. Someone can check the. I'll check the barcode thing. I think it's like pop 24, maybe. It's not high pop at all. And once again, anyone that's been following the channel for a while knows I love my mosaic color matches. Pop 35 in a PSA 10. So not a ton of them out there. I did not bet Dakota for the Cavs a Cavs run. The top two picks, whether PPR or non-PPR, are CMNC and Jonathan Taylor, in my opinion. You can check your completed drafts. I thought we talked about this. I don't remember seeing you in one, but I didn't pay that close attention to who was in it. Hey, you should come to the next one. The next ship show is the same day as Notre Dame Clemson at Notre Dame. So you can go to the game and go to the show. I don't know that I'm the first one to ever come up with that idea, but I did talk about it in the video that I did. I think the Panthers win. I don't know what the score is going to be, but I think the Panthers win. I agree. The mosaic blue is awesome. Because Gobert's a one-trick pony. Gobert's really good at defense and an offensive liability, and not that great in the playoffs when it comes to offense. People run him off the floor, and Mitchell is one of the best playoff scorers in the league. I think Sexton puts up monster numbers because no one else is going to be there to shoot the ball. I think Baker torches us. I'm not surprised that Mitchell cards haven't gotten a huge bump. If it would have went to the Knicks, I think they would have got a massive bump just from the Knicks factor. But he went to the Cavs. Like, I get it. That being said, I think the Cavs are going to be very, very good. I'm not touching that one, Dexflow. Yeah, I don't know that there's anyone good out there, though. Someone ran down the list the other day. It's like Jeremy Grant, Harrison Barnes. There's no one that spectacular. So this is going to be interesting. I think Garland's numbers are going to be hurt by Mitchell being there. So I don't know that he's going to have as huge of stat lines. The team's going to be better. So it just kind of depends there. But I don't disagree. I think Garland might be the better buy. But if Mitchell's prices aren't going to move, then I'll take a flyer on some Mitchells. Yeah, I agree with this. Like the defensive situation, like as good as Gobert is, the combination of Allen and Mobley together are better than Gobert. Thanks, Beavis. Happy Tuesday, Bill. A lot of the people that I listen to in the NBA that I trust their opinion on, like podcasters like Zach Lowe and Simmons and all those guys, definitely back up the Evan Mobley is going to be insanely good. I really want some Mobley stuff. It's just not really out there yet and available. I think he'll be a little bit better than Aiton, like in regards to hobby love. Because I think he's better. I think he's going to splash some threes and stuff. And he's going to be more highlighty than Aiton is, if that makes sense. He's going to get like some monster blocks. It's really going to come down to if he can evolve his offensive game or not. Hey, we're doing the Lord's work around here. Both, I think, honestly. They'll take turns. I would rather have Love than Gordon Hayward, I think, right now. Hayward can't stay on the court. Oh boy. Bradley, see my video tomorrow. This is my video for tomorrow. Hold on one second. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. Nope, that's not it. I'll give you a teaser. I covered my personal four most overvalued QBs in the league. He is on that list. So, yes. I do think thoughts on Trey Lance. Is he overpriced already? Yes, I think so. I am not a believer in Trey Lance. Here you go. Here is the shares. Right. This is tomorrow's thumbnail right there. Freshly off the editing plate. Well, you got you hit on another one, Paul. He's on the list too. Spoilers. Of the four that are on my list, Hurts is the one I am least concerned about, but I am still concerned. I mean, Trey Lance PSA 10 silvers are $1,500 with multiple sales. 100% agree with this, and even mention this in the video tomorrow. I love Hurts for fantasy. This is 3 of the 4. Splenda. This is 3 of the 4. Spoilers, Mac Jones is the 4th one. Still make sure you watch, like, comment, and subscribe on tomorrow's video. I also go over a bunch of off-season pricing stuff, too, so it's more than just that list. Yeah, I briefly discuss all this in tomorrow's video. See, if I do undervalued Michael, then there'll be 17 videos about how I'm pumping those players, so I can't do that. The older Marvel Vintage just isn't that great. Like, there's stickers and there is a card set. I know Flipping Steve loves, I think it's a 66 or 76 card set, but it's kind of cheesy. So it gets kind of weird when you go back in time on Marvel stuff. Yeah, I don't disagree with this one, Paul. I just want to disclose my PWCC addiction. Yeah, I can't get into the non-QB stuff. Here's the problem, Michael, and I'm not trying to say this to, like, toot my own influencer horn or whatever. If I made a video of the 5 most undervalued quarterbacks, the prices would probably move on them. And I'm not trying to be like an egotistical ass. I had 1,000 subscribers. I made a video on a Kyler Murray card being undervalued, and it moved. It's very hard to make content about things that you think are undervalued. I don't even like talking about Fleer Ultra Avengers boxes as much as I have been, to be honest. Yeah, you could see the shift the second the National was over. It was really funny. The second the National was over, all the IG posts changed to buying Went from buying Herbert Burrow, Lance, whatever, to buying Zion Ja, Trey, Sadiq Bey, Cole Anthony, this, that, and the other thing. Sorry, just checking the old eBay notifications here really quick. Please hold. Do 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 do. Okay, nothing crazy. Just wanted to make sure nothing was anything I wanted to bid on. Yeah, exactly. Uh, Oh, the Kellenmon. There was a lot of Kellenmon at the ship show. Ooh, Marvin Bagley burned a lot of people. Yeah, that's why. I mean, I just don't make videos like that anymore. I really don't. You can't. You'll get absolutely destroyed. I mean, I get it. Like, I understand why people want to take the cynical look on it. The funny part to me is because I follow a ton of comic book content creators, a ton, and on that side of the world, it's tons of videos about top 5 go buy these, top 10 go buy this, top 8 too cheap this. Like my whole subscription feed of comic book stuff, not my whole subscription feed, but a large portion of my comic book subscription feed is videos like that. And if you made videos like that on the sports card side, you get crucified. But it's just easier to stay away from it. It's not worth the headache, and it's not worth. And also, like I don't want to tell people what to do, like when it comes to spending their money. Like they should. I go over how I approach it, take how I approach it, and apply it to whatever it is that you're looking at, and go do your thing. So I guess you could use the what to teach the man to fish acronym or whatever thing there. Insert not acronym, but saying. But yeah, sports card content creation's kind of in a weird spot. So I think that's why you saw so many people leave the space because it got. I don't want to say it got difficult, but like 2 years ago, I could make 4 videos a week about different segments of cards going up in value, and that's just not like that's not because one, it just doesn't happen anymore. You know what I mean? Most stuff's flat to slightly going down, with a few things going up here. They're really based off player performance again. Who knew? Who knew player performance was important in influencing card prices? And that just doesn't happen as often anymore. Whereas 2 years ago, I could just literally pull up, pick 5 things in market movers, and it's like, oh, yep, this is up, this is up, this, everything's going to the moon. And it was basically just find the thing that hadn't gone to the moon yet and be like, hey, this one hasn't gone up yet. The select silver Kyler Murray went up, the prism silver Kyler Murray went up, the PSA 10 went up, the PSA 9 went up. Oh, the Opticalo hasn't. You should probably go buy that one. Like, it's the easiest shit in the world. Back then it was. Now it's now that video is not even available to make because stuff's not going up like that. Ooh, Jackie. Nice. I don't think Jacoby's gonna have a great year. Oh, I don't disagree at all, Bill. Yeah, people need to do their own research for sure. For sure. When you're ready to leave YouTube, go pump and dump all your shit and go buy a vacation home. That's yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah, I enjoyed Boris the Hobby Box. I watched his stuff early on, when he first got started. I watched Boris quite a bit back in the day. Back in the day. Him, Filmington, Elite Co. What happened with house hunting? We are still hunting, is what happened with house hunting. It's not fun out there. We're also being extremely picky on the house hunting thing. We are not forced to move at all. Like, we don't need to move. I mean, we want to move, but we don't need to move. We're not restrictive on school district. We're pretty open on price range and on location. We have very specific things that we're looking for, and if they're not there, we're just passing. So we're choosing to be pretty picky. If I needed to buy a house by now, there's been things that we've looked at that we could have forced ourselves into and made it work, no problem. But we are in a position where we do not need to move per se. We want to move. We don't need to move. So we are choosing to be picky. And it kind of worked in our favor because, when we first started looking was the peak of the craziness. And we kind of missed all that. Like, housing prices are starting to come back down again and get a little bit more normal. So, Elite Code 3 in the background is the best thing ever. I don't know what happened to Boris. I've never actually like met him or talked to him on a personal level. Oh, geez. Paul's trying to come up with like a 4-hour topic when I'm an hour and a half into a live stream. Calm down there, buddy. That sounds like a good piss people off in Dakota's Discord fodder. Definitely one way to look at it, for sure. I like best balls so much. I love best ball drafts. So I am planning on, I guess I'll talk about this real quick here. I don't know how this is going to go. I'll try it for week 1. If it fills, cool. If it doesn't, whatever. I have the whole underdog situation thing all set up. Um, so for those not familiar with the platform, in addition to best ball leagues, which is what I was doing in the preseason, they let you do daily drafts. So essentially, you just draft for Sunday slate only. It's like DFS, but it's a draft instead of picking a team. I will probably post something for week 1. It'll probably be $5, maybe slick 6 slots, and the draft will run at like noon or something on Sunday. So if you want in on that, I will probably post it on Twitter, on the community page on YouTube, and maybe in the comment section on the Sunday video. I don't want to bog the Sunday video down with talking about it. So it'll be one of those couple of places. It'll probably just be 6 slots, first come, first serve. I'll probably post it up Saturday, maybe first thing Sunday morning. If it fills, it fills. If it doesn't fill, then you'll get your $5 back in your account or whatever. But I'll probably start with maybe like a 6-person one on Sunday and see what happens, and then kind of go from there. I do plan on firing up, if anyone wants in, another NBA best ball league at some point in time. So that will be out there as well. Just to kind of keep up on that. Yeah, I'm staying in Ohio. Like, we're looking to stay in the same area that we're in. We're just not like, we don't have kids, so we don't really care about school district a ton other than for resale value later on in life. But like, we don't have to stay in like certain school districts or anything like that. But yeah, we're staying in Ohio. Like, I'm looking at like basically a 30-mile radius around where or like a 30-minute radius around where we currently live. Because I still work my wife works from home. I still work in an office, so I have to drive into work every day. So I still need to stay in the area. Lico's fantastic. I'm trying to get him on the channel, and it's all on me. It is all on me. We had set something up around Easter time to potentially come on, and then I got COVID, and it screwed up the whole thing. And then we chatted briefly before the national. But I am active. I shouldn't say actively because I haven't texted him. I need to text him again. I have contact information with him. I am working to have Elite Co on as a guest for a show. It'll probably be a pre-recorded interview type thing. It won't be a live stream or anything like that. But Alico's fantastic. I remember I've talked about this story before. Before I even started doing content, I watched Elite Co and I watched Filmington. And I remember the first time, the one that sticks out the most is I did like a breakdown of the grading companies. Like, this was very early on. I was probably like, I don't even know if I hit 1,000 subscribers yet, or maybe I was right in that size range. And I did like, now it's kind of like one of the videos that I'm known for where I kind of took all the grading companies and like broke them all down. Like, here's this one, here's what they're good at, here's what you should use them for. Here's the price, just the whole thing that I do like once every month or two now. And Elite Code commented on it and he's like, yep, like basically, I don't remember the exact wording, but it was essentially like, you nailed it. Like, I agree basically with your takes here. And I remember seeing that comment and I was just like on cloud nine the rest of the freaking day. Splenda. Yeah, I missed that live stream. I haven't circled back to it. Yeah, that sounds like eBay. Um, I'm meh on the baseball playoffs, to be honest. I mean, like if the Indians slip in, I'll definitely follow them, but I don't know. I still haven't had a chance to dig into that yet. I'm kind of waiting for them to be done, and then I'm going to binge it all at once. Yeah, Alico's fantastic. Filmington's great as well because he's just like I love having Filmington on as a guest. I was joking with him about this at the National. I was like, it's great having Filmington on because I could just be like Julio Rodriguez or Bobby Witt, and then just basically sit like this for like 20 minutes as he goes on some like dissertation level nonsense about the players and the stats and historical thingamajiggers and all this stuff, and then he'll be done and I'll ask him, like, I'll just throw two more names at him and then it's the same thing and I'm like, okay, cool, we're done. 40-minute video done. And I said like six things because Filmington's fantastic. Yeah, Filmington on baseball is great. I have a blast. I wish I got to hang out with Filmington more. I have a ton of fun hanging out with Filmington at the National. We always he usually does his little like YouTuber private party thing at the National that I always attend, and I always have great times hanging out with Filmington. He's one of my favorite people to hang out with at the National, besides Dustin and Steve. Dustin and Steve are my two faves for National hangout time. We had some good times, especially me, Steve, and my wife this past National on the boardwalk at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, and Filmington's not shy about the details. It's fantastic. I keep waiting for him to pop up in chat. I don't know if he's watching or not. I know sometimes he frequents in. So I'm trying to think if I got anything else I want to talk about. Looking around the desk to see what I have laying around my desk. That's usually where my reminders are. Right now, my desk is half my desk is covered in Spider-Man metal cards still that I'm actively sorting through. But it's a disaster. I'm glad I got that CGC submission out the door. Yeah, I don't think I got anything else. Unless chat's got anything crazy. Splendid. You're my card collector too, trade night, buddy. Comics. What about comics? Comics question marks. I showed off a comic book earlier. I don't know. Maybe you weren't here. This is my last comic book pickup, or my latest, not my last, my latest comic book pickup. Little Avengers #8, first appearance of Kang, CGC 3.5, white pages. Don't see that one very often on a 1964 book. And also, this is a 3.5. This thing looks fantastic for a 3.5. Absolutely gorgeous for a 3.5. That's the reason why I nabbed this. This is just insane eye appeal for a 3.5. Even the back's in pretty good shape. A little dark, but just a great looking book for a freaking 3.5. Was super excited to get that one in. Not that I'm aware of. I didn't get any chicken sandwiches at the CC2 trade night. Nah, I'm not a big Funko guy. Crack it, coward. Why would I crack it? Are you crazy? No thanks. I always talk about IP when I look at vintage comics. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down there. When are you getting your own channel, Splenda? You're on AIH's thing all the time. When are you going to branch out and get your own? When are you going to start firing out videos? Let's see. What do we got planned for the rest of the week? Boy, that's a good question. Football video tomorrow. That's on the horizon. I guess I need to do like Dakota did. Listen, Sports Cards Anonymous had a channel for like 2 years. Got to like almost 5,000 subscribers. Man, if he could do it. So you can fire shots like that at Dak when he retires. Football video tomorrow. Non-sports card / comic book weekly market update thing at some point in time. I kind of want to settle that in on Tuesdays, so I might do one on Thursday and then flip it the week after. I don't know yet. I guess I got to do a tag video because everyone keeps asking me about tag, and I'd rather just dump it in the one video. Or maybe I'll clip out of here and repost. Be lazy. I want to talk about tough versus fair grading, looking at gem rates numbers, because CSG still looks like they're grading awfully hard based off of the gem rate numbers. So I kind of want to talk about that. Maybe that kind of ties into the tag thing. Maybe I could rope that into the one video. I don't know. And then, football season. It is football season, ladies and gentlemen. It is football season. It is time. It is time. Oops, I'm out of focus. It's time to get in focus. It's time to focus. And then really before we know it's going to be basketball season. I think I just heard today on a podcast we're like 4 weeks away from basketball training camp. No, I didn't dig into any of this. Like, I'm not an expert on FBI legal documents and all this nonsense that's going on with that bird magic or whatever. I have no hot takes on the PSA thing. I don't know. I really don't know if Dak might be back, but I don't think it'll be sports card content. Yeah, they said they lightened up, but I really don't think that they did. And I think they need to lighten up a little bit more. Like their gem rate data is way out of whack compared to everybody else. It's wild. Wild. Like, are you talking Marvel Rittenhouse or like Game of Thrones? The Game of Thrones stuff's pretty cool. We'll see how they treat Marvel with my CGC order. That's for sure. All right, boys and girls, I think we're going to shut this one down. I'm going to run. Went for a nice hour and a half there. Felt pretty good about it. If you want more content, let me see. Hold on. Please hold. Please hold. Please hold. Let's see. Yeah. If you guys need more Marvel card content, Spidey Hits is doing the Marvel card show right now. They just started about 15, 20 minutes ago over on his channel. So if you want some Marvel content, go check them out. Smash the like button here on the way out the door. Go pop over the Spidey Hits. Let him know Neo sent you. Just say, hey, Neo's live stream just wrapped up. He told me to come watch this nonsense. So go give them an old like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the like button on the way out the door. See you tomorrow for some football nonsense, and we'll catch you guys and girls on the next one. Peace.